Good day, students. Patricia Dominic is here with your English language lesson. Today's topic is verb. The book is Junior English by Hayden Richards. Children, in our written and spoken English, we are depending on sentences that we use to communicate or express ourselves or to give some information. Look at these simple sentences. They are composed of different parts of speech. Ali plays football. Ali is a noun or subject, plays is verb, and football is another noun or we can say object. In sentence number 2, the baker bakes a cake. Again, the baker is a subject or a noun. Bakes is verb, which is performed by the baker, and an article, a, and then cake. That is another noun, name of a thing, and object on which the verb is or the action is taking place. Over here, some more sentences with more parts of speech. Look at the sentence number 1. Amir is playing with football. Amir is a noun or a subject. Is a helping verb. Playing is an action or verb, and with is preposition, and football is an object. Children, if we say Amir is with football, the meaning of the sentence is not complete. When we add verb with it or an action word with it, then we can express our point of view very clearly. Look at the sentence number 2. Sarah is going to school. Sarah is subject. Is a helping verb. Going is an action word. To is a preposition, and school is an object or another verb or name of a place. Here also, if we say Sarah is to school, meaning is not clear. So we have to add an action word in the sentence to give or to express our point of view clearly. Sentence number 3. Ali is solving the sums. Ali is the sums is a meaningless sentence, or we can say it is an incomplete sentence. With addition of solving, we can define the meaning, or we can express our view more clearly, or the sentence can be a meaningful. Ali is solving the sums. Children, all these action words are called verbs. Verbs are the words which show action. They are called verbs. For example, actions are taking place throughout the day. Think of the many actions you perform during the day. You wake, then you rise, then you wash your face and dress up, you brush your teeth or brush your hair, then you eat your breakfast, you walk or ride to school. Over there in the school, you learn, you read, you draw, you sing, you do different work. Then when you came back to your home, you rest. When you come back, you take rest, you sleep, and during sleep also different actions are performed, like you breathe, you dream, you snore, and in the evening you play or watch television. All these words are action words or the verb to walk, to rise, to wash, to dress up, to brush, to eat, to walk, to write, to learn, to read, to draw, to sing, to do, to rest, to sleep, to breathe, to dream, to snore, to play, and to watch. Children, in the football ground, there are different actions performed by a player. For example, trapping, heading, dribbling, kicking, shooting, jumping, charging, passing, throwing, and centering. So here are the three different actions which I have selected to show you that how different actions take place in the football ground: trapping, heading, and shooting. A baker or a cook perform different actions in the kitchen while he is baking. He mixes the flour with the soda or baking powder or sugar or many other ingredients which are needed for different baking. They are mixed by a baker. So the mixing, then the kneading, and then glazing. And sometimes if there is a cake, you need to decorate. So decorating is also done by a baker or performed by a baker or a cook. Let's find out different verbs in these sentences. Sentence number 1. Julius Caesar invaded Britain in 55 BCE, before Common Era. So Julius Caesar invaded Britain in 55 BC. Thrushes eat worms. The nightingale sings very sweetly. Father put more coal on the fire. The little terrier snapped at John's legs. Snap means to catch by jaw. Terrier is a kind of dog. Now see where the verbs are. Julius Caesar invaded Britain in 55 BCE. Invaded is a past form of the verb. And why we have used it? Because this event took place in the past, very early, before Christ or before the Common Era, in 55, in the year 55. Then see the other sentence, thrushes eat worms. Thrushes are a kind of birds. So here a simple or the first form of the verb is used, eat. Then here the nightingale sings very sweetly. It is the singular form of the verb because the noun is singular. The nightingale sings very sweetly. Sings are always used with the third person, where we have to add s with the verb. The nightingale sings very sweetly. In sentence number 4, father put more coal on the fire. Put is a verb, and here put is an irregular verb which is used in the present tense and in the past tense. Okay. Then the little terrier snapped at John's legs. Snapped is also a past form of the verb. Children, verbs are used in different ways, in different forms. It has different forms. So we used it according to the time where we have to use what type of or what form of verb. It is all depending on the sentence. Either the action is taking place in the present time or the action is taken place in the past, like over here, invaded, or the action has taken place in the present time. Here, a verb has different forms. Number one is infinite, for example, to sing, where no time is. To sing is not bounded by any time. Okay? So it is an infinite form of the verb. Then sings. It is also called an S form, which is used with the third person in a sentence, like he, she, or it. He sings, she sings, and it sings. Okay? So S form is used with the singular third person. Sang is the past form of the verb. Sung is the past participle form of the verb, when we are very much certain that the action has taken place in the past. So then we use this past participle form of verb. Then there is another form of the verb, which is present participle. Singing, we use it with in a sentence where we have to show that the action is taking place continuously. So we use this form of verb. Children, let's do this exercise where we have used the infinite form of the verb. Here in the box some words are given: denounce, inherit, celebrate, disclose, broadcast. Okay, so here it is not bounded by any time. To dash a fortune, to dash an announcement, to dash a victory, to dash a secret, to dash an imposter. Let's see where the correct form of the verb will be placed. To inherit a fortune, to broadcast an announcement, to celebrate a victory, and to denounce an imposter. Let's do another exercise. The soldier dashed smartly as he passed the colonel. Number 2, Martin dashed his thirst at a wayside spring. Number 3, the crime was dashed early hours of the morning. Number 4, both boys dashed taking the bicycle away. Number 5, the first prize was dashed to Cynthia. Children, here down in the box the words are given: awarded, denied, saluted, committed, and quenched. All these words are in the past form of the verb. So we have to select correct word in a sentence. The soldier saluted smartly as he passed the colonel. Number 2, Martin quenched. Here the second answer: Martin quenched his thirst at a wayside spring. Number 3, the crime was committed. Here the word committed. The crime was committed early hours of the morning. Number 4, both boys denied taking the bicycle away. Number 5, the first prize was awarded to Cynthia. So these are the correct answers that you have to fill in each blank. Now this is your homework, children. You will do exercise 38 on page 33. You will do from 6 to 10. Then you will do exercise 39 On page 34, you will do number 3 and number 7. Number 3 is that you have to write down what actions are performed in your classroom. You have to write down 3 actions. Okay, children? Like we did in this lesson also. Then number 7 is you have to perform 3 actions by children spending a holiday at the seaside. Then there is exercise number 41, and you will do number 6 to 10. Then number 4 homework is exercise 42 on page 35. You will do number 6 to 10. Children, you will do all the previous work and the work of this lesson in your English language copy. And when you will resume to school, marks will be given on the basis of homework done in the copy. Okay, hope you all have enjoyed the lesson and learned about the verbs. This is the end of this lesson. Thank you very much. Stay home, stay safe.